What's up, beautiful people? Yo, got some things to talk about. I've pulled a bunch of different clips that I just want to talk about. You know, stuff that's going on in the world with everything happening, you know, with all these protests. And, you know, today I woke up, I was in a whole mood, man, coming on here and looking at the news. And I got hope. I got some hope for the youth, man. I really do. So the way I want to kick this thing off before I play the clip, you guys please like this video, share this video. That's all I ask. All right. Without further ado, check out this clip.
Why are they doing this in America?
Bro, be quiet, man.
This is America. we're in America.
Bro, be quiet, Andrew.
Okay, guys, but this is America.
How beautiful is that?
Why are they doing?
How beautiful is that? The kid gets it. The kid gets it. This is America. This is America. Ain't that the truth? You know, it gave me some hope, man. I'm like, this little dude right here, man, he brightened up my day with that one. I ain't even gonna sit here and hold you guys up. But then I found another clip, and it's equally impressive because the sarcasm that she puts out there is just amazing. And I share her sentiments, you know? So let's go ahead and listen to what this sister has to say. And she puts it together masterfully. Masterfully. So check this one out.
Wow. Congratulations. Congratulations to all the Latinos in Atlanta, Georgia, who were protesting. Congratulations. Because of your behavior, you guys managed to get the whole world to look at us like, congratulations, you did it. You did it. I think Donald Trump is right now, he's in his office as we speak. He is about to sign the paperwork to allow us all to stay here. No more deportation. Because the way you guys were out there in the streets, stopping traffic, smoking, blasting music.
Yeah, I seen that. I hated that part.
Being disruptive.
They were.
I
Very.
heard some of you guys were destroying, vandalizing cars.
Yeah, I seen that too.
That right there, my friend, that is a good way to get Donald Trump's attention.
It is.
Congratulations.
Not
I think
the-
he's going to change his mind. And thanks to you guys, we are not going to get deported. Our people are going to be allowed to stay here because that is what this country needs. We need people like you guys who are terrorizing the streets. Yeah. Sounds to me like Brown Lives Matter, maybe, because you guys look just like what happened in Colorado with the Black Lives Matter movement when people started vandalizing people's, you know, businesses and looting and just having a, you know, you guys are like some rock stars at this point.
Yeah.
You guys need a record deal. The way you guys are acting is so embarrassing, and I don't care. I don't care what you guys say. Look, if this was happening when the kids were in cages, if you guys were as deep as you were in Atlanta, and you guys were out there in the streets saying, let them kids out them cages, free the children, now I can respect that.
She's talking about when Barack Obama built the cages and had kids in the cages. That's what she's talking about. I'm down for anything that has to do with saving some innocent children. I wouldn't mind. Maybe not the vandalizing part, of course, but you know, I wouldn't mind protesting and I'm down for that. You call me, I'll be there. But the kids in cages did not get this type of energy. I don't know why. I'm always gonna wonder that. I'm always gonna think like, why didn't the kids being locked in cages, like hundreds and thousands of them, and a lot of them were SA. That's true.
Reported SA abuse and nothing happened, like crickets. And what's crazy is those kids were innocent. Now I can see, like, you know, I can see going down the street protesting like I'm something like that. Like, I can respect that, you know? But really? This is what we're doing now?
Apparently.
I mean, is Dallas in competition with Atlanta? Because disrespecting the flag was one thing, but vandalizing? Way to go, guys. Now they're gonna look at all of us like we're all the same. Way to go. Way to go, guys. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Well, I feel you, sister. But we not looking at everybody like they're the same. All right. And I gotta say, for the record, all right, for the record, right now, people in America, you know, Americans that aren't racist, you know, there's not a lot of racists in this country. We do got some racists, that's for sure, but not a lot. Good people outweigh the bad people in this country. That's 100% for sure. But I just want to clear this up. We don't hate immigrants. We don't not want immigrants. It's all about the way that it's done. All right. I promise you guys, in a perfect world, I would love for there to be no borders. I would personally love that. I would love to be able to go to whatever country I want and enjoy the foods and the culture and the scenery and just be around good people. But unfortunately, that's not the way the world works. We have a world that is full of, you know, you got bad people everywhere in the world. You know what I'm saying? And it can't be that. It can't be that utopia. Not yet, you know? But we don't hate immigrants. We don't. America doesn't hate immigrants. That's a fact. All right. So I just want to say that before I keep on going into this little episode, if you will, that we're having right now. All right. So there's some more things that's going on. Obviously, you got the whole stuff going on with the Doge and the USAID building. I wanted to show this because look at the defeat. I want everybody to take notice of this. Look at the defeat. Just look at it. You can see it. It's written everywhere. Look.
Hi, Chris. Peace to meet you. Nice to meet you. Okay, so as you are aware, this agency is very busy currently, and they are not able to take a meeting currently. They advise that they will be in contact shortly, and that best to contact the Department of State at this time if you need any further comments.
Who is they?
The front office of the administrator.
So could I just ask, are you with AID?
I am.
Thank you for your service.
Well, thank you for what you do.
Are the Doge people here? Are they in this building now?
We are 8 employees.
Panic. He's panicked.
That's all I know. I don't know specific who Doge is or any of that. I just know that 8 employees are here. Although, as you are all aware, it's in the press, everybody's been asked to telework or select people here to provide services for the agency.
The panic in his face. Look at him. What are they doing in there right now? Do you know?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Are they gathering evidence?
Thank you for your service. So there's no opportunity
No, unfortunately, I don't control that. I'm just here to pass along the information. Thank you for coming, and I'm sure the Department of State will be putting out more information for sure.
Are you the senior civil servant here?
No, I am not the senior civil servant.
Here
I have gray hair like you.
today.
No, absolutely. Just gray hair. That's it. That's the senior part of me. Okay, thank you. All right, thank you guys. I
love
appreciate
it.
the time. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
I
We'll
love
see you
it.
soon. Okay.
And that's not the best part, right? So where's this clip? You got to see this. Okay. You got to see this. Where is it? Right here. This whole bag of bones. Look at this. Look at this, guys.
California! Hello, everybody. We have.
My bad. I had a moment right now. I thought you guys could hear it, and I took myself off the screen. Will the sound go up? Am I low? Am I low right now before I play this? Can you guys hear me okay? It's freaking... Let me know. If I need to turn it up, I'll turn it up a bit. I just don't want to be, messing up your speakers. It could go a lot louder. Am I good? I know you couldn't see it, Michelle. My bad. That was on me. Okay, you can hear me. All right. So check this out.
California! Hello, everybody.
Look at her.
We have convened here in the right place, the Treasury Department.
We have convened here in the right place, the Treasury Department. Now, I want you to notice how all these Democrats, all these super wealthy Democrats, right, are panicked about this Treasury, man. They are panicked about Doge. They are panicked about the USAID. They are panicked. Check this out.
We have got to tell Elon Musk, nobody elected your ass. Nobody told you you could get all of our private information. No.
Nobody elected. Now, listen, you guys, before I keep going. Heard what she just said. Nobody elected you, right? Just like nobody elected Kamala Harris to run against Trump. Kind of like that, Maxine. I think it's the same. Yeah, that's ironic. And then she goes on to say, nobody, hold on.
Get all of our private information.
Say she don't want nobody, or she didn't elect him to get all of their private information. Like the private information that y'all have been gathering. And by y'all, I mean the deep state. I'm not just talking about Democrats. I mean Republicans and Democrats. The information that you take away from Americans by spying on them in our country. Yeah, it's you guys been doing it. Now you don't like it because it's being done to you. That's really what it comes down to. This ain't got nothing to do with the people. This got everything to do with politicians. And that's why you're panicking and trying to rally the people behind you.
Nobody told you you could be in charge of the payments of this country.
Donald Trump did. He appointed him. Yeah, that's how that works. You know, the tolerant left and the love of democracy that you have. That's how it works. Maxine.
We have told you.
Let me pull her back up. I hate seeing her face, but let me pull her back up for you guys. Look at that. Oh, look at her denture's about to fall out. Look at this.
You've made enough money off our government yourself.
Ain't that like the pot calling the kettle black? You have made enough money off of the government yourself. That's like us telling you you have made enough money off of us yourself. Because Maxine, last time I checked, right, when we look at your house that you live in, your mansion, really, your mansion. We seen your mansion in California when I went out there. It's huge. It's huge, Maxine Waters. It's huge. And you don't make enough money to own that house. Matter of fact, since you came into Congress, you have become a multimillionaire. You weren't a multimillionaire before you came into Congress. But all of a sudden now, you are a multimillionaire. And it didn't happen now. It's been happening, right? I really feel that you should be careful, Maxine. Everybody already knows about your BS. Everybody. California included.
And now you want to take everybody else's payroll and make sure that they don't make the kind of money that you've made.
Now listen to that. You want to take everybody's payroll. She's not talking about American people, right? Not the American people. She's talking about American politicians taking their payroll. And see, again, it comes down to that money. She's been getting paid, y'all. Paid. And now she's upset because it's a massive audit going on right now, basically. Finding out where all this money's going. You know what I'm saying? You got people in your state, they can't even get water to put out a fire. And you over here crying about some money that you're going to lose that you didn't earn. You ain't earned the money that you get, you know? But it's crazy because you're trying to make us have some part of this. We ain't got nothing to do with you, Maxine. You got rich while on the backs of people, making backdoor deals, selling out your state and your constituents. We know what you do. And now you want to cry and you want us to be upset with you. I have no tears. Just like y'all ain't have no water to put out the fires in California, Maxine, you and your governor. I have no water to drop from my eyes for you being upset about Elon Musk and Doge and Trump.
Oh, you want to use our money to go to Mars.
Oh, you want to use our money to go get a mansion, Maxine? You want to use our money to go get a mansion, to take trips, to buy them ridiculous looking wigs that you wear and the nice clothes that you have on. But you mad that Elon Musk wants to go to Mars? He was going to Mars before he became a government official. He been putting rockets up. Nice speech though. Nice speech though.
No, we want to use our money right here in Washington, D.C.
We want to use our money right here in Washington, D.C. is what she said. What money? What money you talking about, Maxine? And why is it got to be used in Washington? Huh? I don't get what you're saying here. You're not making a lot of sense to me.
This country, we want to make sure that all of our federal employees are protected.
You want to make sure that all your federal employees are protected from the crimes that they commit against Americans that's about to get found out. You want to make sure that all your federal employees aren't outed for being money hungry shills for the left wing of our politics. That's what you don't want. Just say what it really is, Maxine, because I'm hearing it, and this is what's registering to me. I'm not hearing none of the little act that you're putting on, and I'm not believing it at all. I know what you're really saying. You're saying it without saying it, but I get it, and the American people get it too.
We've got to make sure that you know and understand nobody elected you. You think you're the president of the United States of America, the co-president that can take over, go into our private payment system and do whatever you want to do.
Our private payment systems? Our private payment system. Last time I checked, Maxine, you were a public official. Trick. Don't you think the public has a right to know what you've been doing with the public's money? Ain't no private money when you're a public official. Cut it out.
You got another thought coming. We're gonna stop you right now.
Ooh, she shook when she said that. You seen her? You seen that, right? Y'all seen it? She's tripping. She's panicking. They're all panicking because we're going to find out just how deep the state goes. Just how muddy is the swamp. How many gators are actually moving around in that swamp? That's what we about to find out. And that's what they're terrified of. That's why she's tripping. That's why.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're at a crisis in this country. We're in a crisis in this country.
A migrant crisis. We're having a migrant crisis in this country. But crisis is being averted. Maxine, I don't know if you've been watching the news or maybe just looking around Los Angeles where you live. But because of the crisis, it's pandemonium on the highway that you probably didn't take to get where you are right now. You most likely didn't have to sit in traffic to go to the airport, to go to LAX. You most likely took a private jet or a helicopter, something, paid for by the taxpayers, I'm sure. But hey, I mean, I could be wrong. I've been wrong before.
Because Trump and Elon Musk and the billionaires have decided they're going to put us all in our place.
Oh, she said the truth. They're going to put us all in our place. But I noticed how you said billionaires, because I mean, you sound an awful lot like Bernie Sanders right now. You sound an awful lot like Bernie Sanders. Since you became a millionaire, it's no longer about the millionaires. Now it's about the billionaires. You got to use the B now because you yourself are a millionaire. You do not relate to the rest of America. We ain't millionaires. I'm not a millionaire yet. Not yet. But I promise you this. My problem ain't going to be with the billionaires when I do become a millionaire. My problem's just going to be what it's always been with. Corruption. Corrupt people. The thing about America that you forget, Maxine, is if somebody wants to rise up in this country to a higher financial status, that's part of the American dream, to be able to afford everything that you want. It's called capitalism. That's what we're about. But you and laws that you help bring forth and the things that you do where you live help to keep people in poverty, help to keep people dependent upon the government, and never rise up to the status that you are. I mean, not that anybody will want to be a corrupt politician, but just having some money in their pocket. You know, maybe they can go get a mansion. You don't want that. You don't want that. That's why you don't want them to find out what y'all been doing with that money.
They're going to run this country. They're going to make sure that they take over everything. Are we going to let them do that?
Yes. Yes, we are. You know why? You can't stop it. You can't stop it, Maxine, unless you're doing what you did before and calling for people to use violence and be confrontational when you see them in the streets. Be confrontational. Unless you're calling for that, which I hope that you're not calling for that, because y'all said that Trump called for violence and wanted to impeach him and lock him up and all. I mean, is this another one of those rules for thee but not for me type of moments that you're having? Because that's what it sounds like. I could be wrong, Maxine. I could be wrong. But it does sound like it. Fair? Fair. Okay.
Are we going to let them run this government in the way that they can make even more money?
You mean the way that you've been running it, Maxine? So because you're about to lose money, and you're saying we, you're saying we like you're talking to people that are a part of the government right now. You're talking to Americans that you have bamboozled. You're talking to Americans and trying to help them, trying to make them feel your plight because your pockets is about to get hit. And we about to find out how corrupt you are. You're the one that been taking money. And now your money's getting taken and now it's a problem. Give me a break. Give me a break. This old lady is something else.
And so they won't stop. It is so brazen. Every day they're taking new actions. They're taking executive actions. Every day they're doing something. Do you know that Trump and the billionaire class have created more cryptocurrency?
Oh no, not cryptocurrency. Oh no. You mean the thing that's already been out there for a long time, which made a lot of Americans that didn't have money because they were smart enough to go into it? Not that. You're not talking about that, are you, Maxine? Oh God, not the crypto. Oh, they created new crypto. Oh my God.
Do you know that cryptocurrency is not a donation? It's not an investment. It's going into their pockets.
Oh my, it's going into their pockets? You mean investing into crypto is illegal? I got a couple dollars in there. Am I gonna get in trouble too? Oh, Maxine, you putting me up on game. I didn't know any of this. I didn't know. Please don't arrest me. Please.
Do you understand that the money makers are in charge, they think?
The money makers are in charge, they think. I think you're referring to yourself because you've been one of the biggest money makers since you've been in Congress. The money makers think the money makers are in charge. You think you in charge. You're not. And that's what's making you flip out right now. That's what's making you so sick, is because you're not in charge. You're not in charge no more. And then you got people that you can't control causing some waves for you that you ain't got a surfboard. You don't got a boat. You don't got a life raft. You got nothing. You got nothing. So you're trying to make the mob stand up for you. When have you stood up for the mob? Good question, Cash.
But when the people decide that we're not going to be trumped on, that we're not going to be walked on, that we're not going to be stumped on.
You mean the way that we decided it with this past election? Because that's really what it was. That vote was exactly for that. We're not going to be stomped on. We're not going to be walked on. We're not going to be taken advantage of any longer. That's what it was. And you're panicking.
That we're not going to allow them to control our lives and push us out. That when they understand that.
See, she keeps on saying it. You hear her saying it. Push us out. She's not talking to you, American. You. She's not talking to you. She's talking about the crooked politicians. Do you hear it? To push us out. You don't work for the government, dog. Anybody watching this right now, you not a politician, bro. And if you are a politician and you're freaking out like she is, it's probably because you're a part of the deep state. You hear her saying it. She can't even help herself because she's up there in age and she's not thinking. She hasn't never had a right brain, really. But now you're hearing her come out with it. She's telling you. She's saying the quiet part out loud. They pushing us out. Freak out with us. Freak out with us. Y'all should be panicking right now. They're about to find out we're corrupt. How are you not alarmed like I'm alarmed? Come on. Stop it.
We will win.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
We've got to be prepared to be out here no matter how cold it is, no matter if
Rallying
it's
the mob.
no matter if it's snowing. We've got to be here. This is our country.
Really? Really? This is our country. You mean all of Americans or the people that align themselves with the corrupt, crooked left deep state swamp? I'm confused.
This is not Elon Musk's country.
So because he's from South Africa, now it's not his country, even though he's got citizenship. That's what you're saying? That was racist.
This is not Trump's country.
How is it not Trump's country? Because he is the tangerine terror? Because his skin color is not white or black? Because he is the tangerine terror. Shout out to the brother that I stole that from on TikTok. But I love it. I'm going to make skits with it. The tangerine terror. You're upset that the tangerine terror is terrorizing y'all right now, huh? So it's not his country, even though he's the president of the United States? Really?
This is our country. We deserve to have decent jobs. We deserve to have the...
We deserve to have decent jobs that illegals haven't taken illegally. How's that sound, Maxine? Are you with that? Are you with that? That's what I want to know.
Respect. We deserve to be treated in a way that all Americans should be treated. And
well, then, if that's the case, Maxine, why the hell are you taking all this money? If that's what you truly believe, that all Americans deserve to be treated this way, how come you ain't shared none of that money with the people of California? How come you ain't donated none of that money to go get some water when the fires was going crazy over there in LA? How come you not out there right now telling the people of LA that are standing in the freeway throwing stuff at cars and causing all kinds of chaos? How come you not telling them, hey man, they're just as American as you are, cut it out, stop it, they have the right to travel? How come? And how come nobody ever brings that up about these protests when they stand on the freeway? It is literally a constitutional right that you have the right to travel. So when somebody stops your right to travel, how come we can't just, I'm not going to say what I want to say, but how come that's allowed to happen? And
so let me just tell you now, I have Elon Musk's major office in my district.
Okay.
He won't even meet with the local elected officials. He said
maybe he won't meet with the local elected officials because he knows, because he's already been in y'all's books, already finding out which one of y'all is a crook and which one is not, because he has met with officials, just not the officials you wanted to meet with, to try to spill some, to spin some BS. So stop capping. You're lying right now. You're lying right now. He don't want to meet with you and your deep state cronies is really what it comes down to. Stop lying, Maxine. Dang.
Said he was going to tunnel under from his office all the way to the airport so he didn't have to be among the measly people on the ground to get to the airport.
That's a lie. You want to know what really happened? He wouldn't be able to take the highway, so he made himself some tunnels. He got them super tunnels down there that he could just travel freely and not be stopped by a bunch of illegals standing on the highway, Maxine. Stop lying. You couldn't get on the highway and travel if you wanted to. It's crazy. It's crazy. You's a dang lie. Oh, I'm trying not to cuss.
He is a low down, dirty, no good.
So wait a minute. He's low down and dirty. Why? Because he got tunnels underground? Because he is, that would be low down. But I don't think he would get dirty because they got them tunnels cleaned up pretty nice. Them tunnels, they're pretty sharp. I've seen them. It's pretty dope. But I think you mean it as an insult, right? Low down, dirty, no good, because he's auditing all of you and about to put you on blast to the American people about how you've been spending American taxpayers' dollars on things that don't matter. Not to us, but they matter to y'all. All the money that y'all have taken from the people. That's really what it comes down to. That's really why you're mad. Tell the truth and shame the devil, Maxine. But you can't do it because you serve him. That's why you ain't going to shame him. You're going to continue to lie because you serve the father of lies. That's just how I feel. I could be wrong, but I feel like I'm right.
Person along with Trump that cannot be trusted, and we must not be afraid of them. Again, when the people fight, we win. When the
Except for when you tried to fight against Donald Trump in an election. That's proof. We just seen it. Don't sit up here and lie to the people. In 2024, y'all said when you fight, you win, but you lost. And then you had to backtrack. Kamala Harris came up and said, look, I know I said that when we fight, we win, but sometimes winning looks like losing. Losers.
people fight, we win. When the people say that you'd better see us because we damn sure see you. Thank you very much.
What a great speech, Maxine. That was incredible. One of the best speeches I've ever heard in my entire life. Like, I've never heard. I didn't even know. I didn't even know that much BS can come out of one mouth before. I did not know that. You are impressive. You're impressive. I got to say, I'm blown away. Blown away. It was great. So as we move forward with this discussion, okay, let me go ahead and share this next clip with you guys of old Chucky. Let's get Chucky up here. Chucky, what you got to say to the American people? I would like to know, and I believe that the American people would like to know as well. Chucky, what you got? Talk to me.
And the American people, mark my words, the American people will not stand for an unelected, secret group to run rampant through the executive branch. Being innovative is good. But Mr. Musk, this isn't a tech startup. These are public institutions that deal with things like Social Security and Medicare and national defense and provide for the well-being of the American people. And the American people have a right to be part of that debate.
Did we have the right to be a part of the debate of who was going to be the Democratic nominee for President of the United States? No? Didn't think so. I didn't think so.
Part of that debate. The elections occurred.
They do. They do occur. Elections occurred. You're right.
And one viewpoint got a few more votes than the other. That doesn't mean we throw out democracy.
No one's throwing away democracy except for you guys when you just said, hey, Kamala, we want you to run, and Joe Biden, you need to step down. That was you guys that threw out democracy. That wasn't us. That was y'all. Y'all did that. Don't bring us into your BS. We didn't do that. We didn't have no part in that. That was y'all.
That doesn't mean what's been done for centuries in this country should just go out the window and be substituted by a small group of people who think they know a lot more than the wisdom of the American people.
Okay, Chuck. So, Chuck, here's the problem. Here's the problem that I got with you, Chuck. Everything that you're saying, first off, is trash. Even though we do believe that, you know, democracy is a part of the constitutional republic in certain ways. That's true. We get that. But it's not that he's bringing in private people that bothers you. What bothers you is he's bringing in people that you cannot buy, you cannot control. That's it. You have no blackmail on. You can't use them to shut up about your dirty dealings. And they're literally going in there to expose what you all have been doing, to cut this big spending that you all have been on for a very long time. Since before I was born, y'all been doing this. But don't feel bad. It's like he's not just going after Democrats. That's the cool part about it, which I think that you guys should be happy about. He's going after rhinos too. Like they all have a part in it. This is a part of draining the swamp, Chuck. He's been telling you that this is what he was going to do. Trump literally said in 2016, we're going to go in, we're going to drain the swamp. And he tried. He tried to do it the first time around. Didn't know it. He didn't know how to navigate everything. And he had some bad people around him. So this time he said, I'm not going to fall for that again. I'm not going to bring in people that I know they could be, on the other side. Instead, I'm going to bring in our own people. They're going to be very good people, and they're going to cut spending, and we're going to drain the swamp, and they can't be controlled. I bring in all the billionaires that can't be bought. Huh? What's wrong with that? Don't be scared. Don't be scared. The only people that are scared right now are the ones that got something to hide. I stand on that. The only ones that are freaking out right now are the ones that have something to hide. So this is really what it is. Check this out. I like this clip. This one made me happy. I'm not gonna lie.
Here's the interesting one. So apparently the highest ranking person in the Treasury, David Lebrick, he resigned rather than comply with Doge for access to audit where they spent trillions of dollars a year.
Did you hear that? Let me play that back one more time. Listen to what he just said.
Here's the interesting one. So apparently the highest ranking person in the Treasury,
David Lebrick,
he resigned rather than comply with Doge for access to audit where they spent trillions of dollars a year.
Now, why would he resign instead of comply? All of a sudden, I want y'all to think about that. Why would the highest up in the Treasury resign instead of comply and show where the money went? I mean, I don't think it takes a rocket scientist to figure this one out. Everybody can understand what's going on there. My man is shook. He is shook. Is really what it comes down to. He's terrified. About to be implicated. You ain't trying to be the one that shows them all the corruption that's going on. Like, oh, I'm out of here, man. I'm done with this. You might even be a part of it. You got to be a part of it. You're the highest up. So you shook.
Trillions of dollars go through the system. And as soon as Doge said, can we see what's in there? See where the money went? The person in charge quit.
Trillions of dollars, you guys. Not billions. Trillions. Trillions. It takes $1 trillion to fund the start of a nation. Do you hear me? $1 trillion. You can start a nation. I wonder if they spent $1 trillion wastefully. Think about that. Imagine what our country could be if they did something with $1 trillion in our nation.
Now, I don't know how that could be more damning. The only thing that would be more damning is if they've already left the country to a country with no extradition.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely sketchy.
I love this brother right here.
Extremely sketchy. He didn't want to give Doge access to the system to see how money's being spent. If you're not doing anything wrong, like, why step down?
Good question.
Why not let them just go through the files, see what's going on? I mean, that is what the American people voted for. You'll try to see a bunch of people on the left say, we didn't vote for Elon Musk. They ran on Elon Musk and the Department of Government Efficiency.
Yes.
Yes, Americans voted for that. Many of us wanted, arguably, the most efficient man in the world to come and make our government more efficient.
Facts.
Especially because our government is taking our tax dollars and doing things with that money. If you're going to take 30% of my money, I would like to know that you're using it effectively and well.
I
It's
agree.
not unreasonable. And I'm sure I'm not the only person that feels that way.
Nope, I second
It's just
it.
concerning when you're forced to open up your books and the person that's the head of those books quits.
Yeah, that is a big fact. You know, so many questions. So many questions. That was Jeffrey Mead. That's Jeffrey Mead. I follow him on X. This brother puts out quality content and he's very informative. Very informative. Love the brother to death. Shout out to Jeffrey Mead. You guys go and follow him. All right. So what else do we got? I got more. Oh, this right here. So this is shifting gears just a little bit. No, not that one. Where's he at? Where is he at? Right here. Right here. So you guys know Stephen A. Smith, he's like hit or miss, right? He's hit or miss with me. He's either on or he's completely off. This is one of those instances where he is completely off. And Mr. Stephen A. Smith, I've got a rebuttal. But before I get into the rebuttal, let's go ahead and let the people hear what you got to say. Let me switch the layout. There we go. We'll do it like that. And we're going to let it ride.
Because when you handle it the way that the Trump administration is handling it, we want the most qualified, we want the smartest, we want this, we want that. What you're really saying is we want white dominance again.
Now, Mr. Stephen A. Smith, listen to me, my dear brother. Okay? I don't know if you know this. First off, that's not how he's really saying it. Okay? That's what your mind is thinking when he says it, because you're a race baiter. Let's just call it what it is. This is race baiting. And maybe it's not intentional. Maybe you are triggered because you know you are up there in age. You probably was around still when like water fountains and stuff was segregated. I don't know. You probably was on the bus to go to a newly integrated school and got treated badly. I don't know. All I know is that you spreading false narratives right now, especially because DEI hasn't really affected black folks. Why are you speaking about DEI? You still got a job, Negro. You know who don't? The white woman. White women been negatively affected by DEI. So I don't understand why you're complaining about DEI. I mean, the LGBTQ community might have been affected if they're like, you know, trans. Why are you campaigning for DEI and making it a racial thing? We weren't a part of DEI, brother. We were a part of affirmative action. All right. We was a part of affirmative action. We outgrew that. We outgrew the need for it. And DEI was the new thing that they pushed in to help, you know, integrate more LGBTQ and women, specifically white women. That's my take. You might not like it, Stephen A. Smith, but if you look up the numbers of who's been affected by DEI, the worst, it's white women. Not a lot of black people at all. So why make it about race? I know why. I know why you're doing this right now, Stephen A. Smith. Because you was about to join on the Trump train a couple times, you know, and you caught backlash for it. You defended Trump a couple times and got some backlash for it. And they said, listen here, Negro, if you want to keep your job, you better get back on the team and you better cause some racial tension. Because if you don't, we're going to fire your black ass. That's what happened. I think. It's my opinion. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before, but that's what I think. Let's finish hearing what he got to say.
That's what you're really saying. You want white dominance. Because if you're pointing to DEI, and that's usually pointed towards quote unquote unqualified minorities, because you're always using the word qualified.
When you say minorities, do you mean minorities as in black people, or minorities as in the trans community, or minorities as in Latinos, or minorities as in women in the workforce? I mean, what type of minorities? Because again, minorities haven't been affected. Black minorities have not been affected by DEI.
As if everybody that got a position through DEI is not qualified. We know what you're implying. We know what you're insinuating.
Who is this we? Who is this we that you are speaking of? Because I don't feel that way personally. And it's probably because I educate myself. You know, I read a lot, dog. You know, I know you probably don't look like it. I look like a thug probably with the do-rag and the tattoos and the way that I speak, but I'm very educated. You know, I got a little small library here in my home that I read. And then, you know, I was in prison. So, you know, I read a lot there too. And brother, everything you're saying right now, when you say this we don't agree. And when I say we, I mean people like me don't agree with people like you. And when I mean people like you, I mean people that have an agenda with the things that they say on the airwaves because they have a show. And when they have a show that is given to them by the media, which the media we already know is an enemy of the people, and they allow you to come on and say certain things, like you had to come on and apologize for some of the things that you said in favor of Trump. You know, you notice that? You never had to come on and apologize for anything that you said, anything bad about the left. You know, now you got to promote it. You got to promote the leftist ideas and the leftist rhetoric and the race baiting, and you got to do it. You got to, because if you don't, you're not going to have a job, dog. Stop it. Stop the bull, bruh. Just stop. Be a real American. Be a real man. Stand up for yourself and say, this isn't my truth. Because you don't feel this way. You didn't feel this way a couple months ago, dog. You don't feel this way. You feel this way right now because you're told to. So you being a good old boy. That's what you're doing. You's being a good boy and you's doing exactly what they tells you. That's what you're doing right now, bro. Because you know that's not the case. This isn't the case. We already passed the whole Trump's a racist thing, dog. You could get off of that. I don't buy it. Personally. I don't think I got pardoned by the brother. I don't think he's racist. I'm just saying.
And you got folks in the administration and Pete Hegseth. Oh my God.
No.
The nerve of him to just join into the fray and give his quote about making sure qualified people have these jobs. You're the defense secretary.
Yeah. Again, do you know the qualifications to be the defense secretary, Stephen A. Smith? Do you know what they are? Because right now, again, you're just spewing rhetoric, bro. And I hope that you're not speaking from a place of ignorance. I really hope that they told you to say these things and that you don't actually believe it and are that ignorant. Because the qualifications to become the defense secretary is you got to be an American citizen. And I think you've had to serve like 7 years or something like that in the military, or been retired for 7 years or something like that. It's something which he meets all the qualifications. He's a United States citizen. He served in the military and has been retired for like 7 years, I believe. So what makes him unqualified, or why can you call him a DEI hire based off of your own opinion? Right now, you sounded real stupid, my bro. You sounded real stupid. And I don't like to say it, but I'm going to say it. You sounded really stupid.
Whose only job prior to this was...
Oh, I got to get off here. He's about to cry.
As a weekend host on Fox News.
That was his only job prior to this? Bruh, you crazy. That's what it is. I get it. I understand. Man, Stephen A. Smith, bro, you really dropped the ball. You disappointed me, bro. And I thought you was coming around. I enjoy watching you sometimes, bro. Especially when you start to talk politics instead of sports and all of that, man. And I like that. And you was making some headway, and then now you're just, I don't know, just something wrong with you, bro. It's something wrong with you. Well, let me see what else we got here, guys. Oh, yeah. We got to show this. So with the riots that happened in LA, you know, them taking over the freeways, this moment happened, you know, and I mean, it just happened. It happened. I just want to show you. Back up. Oh, look at that. He done pushed the poor girl over. Why did he do that? Oh, he pushed because she's bracing up on him. Okay, I get it now. Okay. I get it. Oh, she wants her sign that's talking bad about ICE. Talking bad about Trump and America. You know? Oh, look it, we got, oh, he's not Mexican. That's Mr. Miyagi. Mr. Miyagi snapping photos. Yeah. This girl, she just wants her sign, guys. Just give her sign. They just laid their hands on a female. Well, I mean, you want equal rights. So I think you should get equal lefts. I'm joking. I mean, not really, but. Well, that happened. And this is one of those instances is FAFO. You know, you try to stand toe to toe. You're talking about, he just put his hands on a woman. You're in his face. You bracing up, posturing up on him. Stop that. I can't stand when women do that. Oh, I can't believe he hit me. And you're bracing up on him like you about to hit him. He's telling you to go on. Go. But now you're hurt. You was just a little spicy jalapeno pepper. But now you're a delicate flower. You know, you're a delicate flower and you shouldn't be touched. Stop it. You're out there acting a fool. They telling you to leave. You know, you probably ain't supposed to be here anyway. I mean, it is what it is. And now you want to be upset. Make it make sense, you guys. Make it make sense. I can't make this stuff up. It's pretty crazy. So, We got a little bit more and then I'm done. Okay. Just a little bit. I know you guys ain't into hip hop or that culture at all, but this is funny to me and I just want to show it. I want to show you, and right now I want to call out Kendrick Lamar. All right, Kendrick Lamar, I'm calling you out, brother. You're a horrible person, bro, and I got to tell you why you're a horrible person. You broke this man. Look at him. You broke him, bro. You did this to him. Look at him. Look at him. So sad. Just walking, he's got on a sweater that's got bullet holes in it, like you just took all the shots at him and you ruined his career. Now he ain't getting no play. Not that I care. I don't care if Drake gets any play at all. I don't care if Kendrick Lamar gets any play at all. Huh? Screw the music industry. That's how I feel. Screw that industry. But it is funny to see how the mighty have fallen. You know, it is what it is. I do love that song, Kendrick. I ain't gonna lie. They not like us. They not like us. If I see Drake, I'm singing it. I like the song. Just saying. That was a good one. But Drake looks so sad. That's completely off topic, but I had to share it. I think I got one more for you guys. All right, where's he at? Oh, this one. This is what I wanted to leave with. I leave you with this one right here, guys. This is sad. So, police in New York City have arrested a wanted suspect accused of the R word, graping a 5-year-old in Staten Island last month. Dominic Giles was arrested in Harlem. I want to show you. This is the guy. That's him. That's him. That's the guy that I just wanted to shame him publicly. That's disgusting. You're a horrible human being. And I pray that justice is served if you actually committed the crime, because we do have innocent until proven guilty. So right now it's just a charge. But if, so this doesn't come and bite me later on, you know, in life, if you're innocent, you know, but if you did this crime, then that's disgusting. Now, innocent until proven guilty. Why am I bringing this up? Why show this guy, right? And why apologize? Like, for, you know, maybe he's innocent. Well, two things. Firstly, the reason why I'm just saying allegedly is because I see how they did Trump. You know, guys got hit up, pled guilty for a crime, and later on down the line found out they were innocent. And now they try to chew Trump up for it, Central Park 5. So that's why I say what I say. But the reason why, the other reason why I showed this guy is because he is, I don't know if he's an American or if he is an illegal. But do you know how many illegals have worse offenses than that? And you could be like, yo, Cash, what's worse than that? Graping a 5-year-old. Well, graping multiple 5-year-olds and then doing away with the body. Yeah, there's a lot of illegals that have been convicted of such crimes in our country, which is why this deportation is not such a bad thing that they want you to believe in the news. Doge is not a bad thing. Oh, no, there is more. There is more, guys. I'm sorry. I got another one. This one is heavy. So this one I'm still looking into, right? And I'm looking into it because it's okay. Well, before I get to that one, let me play this clip real quick from Fox News with Trump. All right, because this one, you're not gonna like the last one, guys, because it makes me have questions, right? But I gotta bring it to you. I've got to. I wouldn't be right if I didn't. It wouldn't be fair. But I need you guys to listen to this. Dang it! What happened? There we go.
Why say you're unhappy to sign it if it's Iran and their proxies who have threatened to retaliate against you and your team by killing you guys for taking out Soleimani?
Well, they haven't done that, and that would be a terrible thing for them to do, not because of me. If they did that, they would be obliterated. That'd be the end. I've left instructions. If they do it, they get obliterated. There won't be anything left. And they shouldn't be able to do it. And Biden should have said that, but he never did. I don't know why, lack of intelligence, perhaps. But he never said it. if that happens to a leader or close to a leader, frankly, if you had other people involved also, you would call for total obliteration of a state that did it. That would include Iran. So I'm signing this, and it's a very powerful document, but hopefully we're not going to have to use it.
I don't think Trump should have said that. And you're probably like, Cash, why? Right? Why shouldn't have Trump said that? Well, here's the reason. Here's the reason why I don't think he should have said that. We've already had 2 people try to assassinate our president, right? And now he just let the public and the deep state, the corrupt people in our country, and foreign adversaries that might catch that clip on TikTok later, right, know that there's a kill switch, you know, a fail safe, that if something happens to him, Iran gets obliterated. So then maybe it's just the criminal part of my mind, you know, shining through right now. But him saying that would embolden a person that is enemies of America and Iran to potentially get somebody to do it and make it look like it was Iran, because there's a kill switch on Iran. So you're eliminating 2 birds with 1 stone. Am I thinking too deep into it? I mean, even if it wasn't people that don't like Iran, you got people in America that just don't like Trump, that are in office. They are in politics. Exactly. Exactly, Fuba. Exactly. But what if they did something like that? You know, you got these politicians that can make things happen. What if they allowed something to happen or try to make something happen, and then they make it look like it was Iran when it was really them? And now they get to start another forever war against Iran, which costs money. And we know that they love war because it makes them money. Think about it. I don't think that was a good move. I do not think that was a good move. But I'm not the president, so I trust that he knows what he's doing. You know, what inspired that thought was when he said, "Why didn't Biden say it?" And I thought, like, maybe that's why, but I could be wrong. So did you all see the Truth Social post from Trump and the retweet from Elon, or repost from Elon, about what's going on in South Africa? Did anybody see it? Trump retweeted it. So I'm thinking in my little brain, because I don't know nothing about South Africa except that they used to be super racist and they did a whole lot of bad stuff to black people under the apartheid and all of that. So I'm thinking that the post meant that, and I even reshared it because I didn't even think, but I'm thinking that it meant, okay, they're taking land from black people in South Africa, right? That's what I thought. Turns out it was a bad thought, because that's not at all what it means. At all. So this is what's going on.
This is one of the most important messages that I've ever released. Something has to be done about it. Trump's administration.
Oh, not this part. Sorry. Wrong one, guys. My bad. Wrong one. But that's another one I should cover. No, matter of fact, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to direct you over to a friend of mine that has the best news network in the world, Next News Network. You guys should go and check that out. Where is this? Where is it at? It's right here. Okay. Not that guy. This guy. This guy. All right. Listen to this, guys.
One of the reasons why Donald Trump is now lashing out at South Africa over untrue claims of land grabs is because of AfriForum, a lobby group that has been working tirelessly for years to try and convince world leaders that there are land grabs in South Africa and white people are under threat and under attack. AfriForum has also twisted reality to try and make it look like there is an above average rate of farm murders in South Africa, which has been exhaustively, thoroughly, repeatedly debunked by researchers and journalists from around the world at this point.
Okay. So before we keep going, so that's part of the and I've looked into this. I've been sitting here for hours looking into this specific thing, right? Now, obviously, Trump ain't got nothing to do with South African politics at all, right? But he reposted this, or he posted this. And in my mind, I'm like, why would he repost something like this? This is a group of racists in South Africa. And I already knew what was going to happen. You know, people are going to be like, oh, see, he's a racist because he's on the side of the racists of South Africa. Not at all. Not at all. Trump don't know nothing about this group, I'm assuming. And I'm sure that they've been reaching out. They've been reaching out a lot and saying that this diabolical plan has been happening in South Africa, and they're taking land from farmers and people are being murdered and all of these things. So Trump's like, wow, this is egregious and we need to look into this, which is what the Post basically said. We need to look into this. I've heard, this is what he said. Not that I know. He said, I've heard some really bad things are happening in South Africa, and I think that we need to look into this. Obviously, if you're one of the people like, see, I told you Trump's a racist, just read the way that he wrote the post. He said he heard. He didn't say he was going to do anything. He said we need to look into this. All right. Now let's keep going about these racist South Africans.
But that didn't stop them from getting on Tucker Carlson's show on Fox News back in 2018, when it was like the most watched political show in America, and spewing this nonsense. Soon after that, Tucker did a piece on land grabs and expropriation in South Africa. And soon after that, Donald Trump tweeted about the awful things going on in South Africa for the first time. And all of that and years more of AfroForum campaigning has led to this moment. There have been no land grabs in South Africa since 1994. Because before 1994, land grabs and unjust expropriation was kind of apartheid's whole thing. And before that, the English South African-led government's whole thing. See the 1913 Land Act. And before that, colonialism's whole thing. But this little thing called reality has not stopped AfroForum from spreading their nonsense. And they were thrilled yesterday morning when Trump lashed out at South Africa and threatened cuts, until they realized that Trump could cut back on things that really mattered to AfroForum supporters, white farmers, like the AGOA deal that helps our agriculture sector so much. And by yesterday evening, a lobby group from South Africa was calling for a foreign government to sanction our democratically elected leaders based on lies, nonsense, evils that they accuse our government of doing, that our government has not been doing.
So that was a lot. But when you look into it even more, talking about like the whole land grab haven't happened since 1994. And ironically, the people that were doing the land grabs at the time is the people that support the group that are talking about land grabs happening against them now, because basically what's happening is they're trying to redistribute some of the land. Because literally, like, the white people, I guess, in South Africa are 7% of the population or something like that. And they own 70% of the good land. That's crazy. And yeah, so this group is basically upset that they're going to, because in their country, they're trying to move past, like how America did, move past the racism part of it and say, look, we screwed up, our bad, we're going to fix this, right? And that's their country. Do what you guys do. That ain't got nothing to do with me. It ain't got nothing to do with an American citizen. I'm out of it. You know what I'm saying? They're working it out in their own way, which is why it was so ironic to me that this was posted in the first place by Trump without any of his people letting him know what it actually is. You know what I'm saying? It's not, it's a lie. It's a lie. And this is just one of the videos that I got. I got people, I'm talking about all through South America, putting clips up right now saying, yo, this is BS and this is racist. Not what Trump said, but the group, what they're trying to say is racist towards the darker skinned South Africans, the original inhabitants of the land, if you want to be real. And that their government is working it out the way that their government does it by will of the people. So there are more people in their country that want to do this, that want to help make things more equal in their country for the people that live there and end some of the, you know, the negative stigmas that come along with racism, you know, and I respect that, South Africa. I do. I respect that, man. Shout out to you guys. I don't think that we have any dog in the fight to say anything to them about anything that's going on with the way that they are running their country, especially when it is to jump over the same hurdles that we have jumped over. That's my opinion. All right. And with that, I leave you guys. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I hope it was a little educational, made you laugh a little bit, and maybe put you up on game about some things that's going on in the world. To the people protesting, protest the right way, you know, and put down the Mexican flag. Hold up the American flag. Maxine Waters, shut up already. Just be quiet. I don't like the sound of your voice. South Africa, good job. Proud of you guys. That's what's up. You guys are like a little America right now. It's amazing to see. Press on. And Doge, keep up the good work. Elon, you got him running scared right now, dog. Don't take your foot off the gas. Keep on going. Unite. Don't fight. Be a street light, because only you can be the change you wish to see in the world. And when you get too stressed out, you got to remember to pray, America, because without God, everything falls apart. And that's a fact. Peace.